So here is the lab assignment description. This will always be here. You always see this page like this. And these are the 4 categories that I will be grading on in the rubric. What you will notice is if you go onto Canvas, where you're going to submit this eventually, right? So you could click here to get to the lecture. Here's the assignment where you're going to submit it. You will notice that this text here is the same thing that you see here, okay? And if you scroll down, you will see the rubric here as well, all right? So if there's any questions about what any of those things mean, that's what they are. And when I grade the assignments, I use this rubric to do the grading. So you'll get a point value, right? Each one's 25 points. That will equal 100, and you'll see your point values. And usually I write a comment as well, depending. So for this assignment, we're just basically going to write an HTML document. We're going to do that in half a second. The other thing to know for this assignment are the categories, just so you are aware. So first category is file, folder, and document structure. And these 4 categories, I don't know if I already said this, is going to be the same for all lab assignments. Okay, so it's always file, folder structure. It's always lab specific requirements. It's always craftsmanship, and it's always creativity. Okay, file, folder structure. You have a master folder, it means all your stuff is fit into a single folder, and you have correct subfolders. So the web pages are based off of a file folder structure. They have to be organized in a certain way for them to work correctly. All the files are named and placed correctly, so all the files inside of those folders are correct. The basic HTML and CSS structure produced is correct. There's a certain way you have to write your pages out in order for them to work correctly. And the code is formatted properly, just meaning like you indent your things, use caps where you should use caps, not where you're not, things like that, you know. Lab specific, so this will always be there, but what's underneath it, the bullet points here will be different depending on the lab. In this case, you have your basic document tag, so HTML header, blah, blah, blah. You don't know any of these are yet, but just be aware that, you know, for this one, all those will need to be in there, okay? I'm going to be grading, making sure you have all those in there. Craftsmanship, clean professional work. Everything looks polished, and you have descriptive and well-written informative text, right? So that's really all you can kind of do right now anyway. And the images are properly formatted. There's not going to be any images in this assignment this time, but when there are, you just want to make sure they're sized right, that they are clear and readable. And then creativity. Got to have an area for you to, you know, flourish. So basically you create appealing, you want to look at it, interesting, and novel work. Okay, so something that sets itself apart from others. Your text is captivating. I don't know how you're going to do captivating text. And then your images draw attention, right? So that's what you're going to be graded on. And we will continue this in the next slide.